back on the air and we're heard anywhere in the world as long as you get the app for radio entrepreneurs. That means we're going to be posting our next guest, Paul Bailey from BenefitMall. Hi, Paul.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Okay, nice to see you, Paul. Why don't you tell us about BenefitMall?
Okay. BenefitMall is a national payroll company, and we've been in business for about 35 years as a payroll company. Formerly, we were known as CompuPay, and so most people would probably recognize that name. And BenefitMall acquired us about 15 months ago, so we now use that name.
Well, what's going on in the payroll business? Has it changed a lot the last few years with the cloud and with everything, all technology changing? Give us some of the sense of the trends that are going on.
Yeah, it sure is. I would say if you went back a few years ago, people were still looking forward to getting their live paycheck on a weekly basis, and then it kind of transitioned into like direct deposit.
Right.
And it still is that way. However, we've really moved toward a paperless environment. We can pay most people by direct deposit. We deliver very little to a client anymore, and everything's up online. The employees can go in and check their pay stubs and all their pay history, and we just do it seamlessly now. Interesting.
Is it a very competitive marketplace?
It's a real competitive marketplace. There are 3 or 4 major players in the U.S. market, and then there's a whole second and third tier of much smaller companies who also do payroll. Some CPAs do payroll. There are bookkeeping services that do it, and then you have the larger companies like ours.
Right. Interesting. Because of the national presence, do you tend to work with larger companies versus smaller businesses?
Actually, we're focused on smaller to medium-sized businesses. Our marketplace works anywhere from a single employee, because they need that audit trail for taxation, on up to companies that might have 75 to 100 employees. Our sweet spot, if you will, are companies that have anywhere from 5 to 25 employees.
What are the most common problems that you find that entrepreneurs have in terms of understanding how to do their payroll properly?
Well, that probably falls in the area of taxation mostly. Payroll taxation has gotten very complicated. Certainly with the new Healthcare Reform Act that's coming into view, and the constant annual changes in payroll taxes, it's just really have become prohibitive to try to do it yourself. You can do it yourself, but oftentimes people get into problems, and then they might get a fee or a fine from the IRS or a state government. And so they're usually advised by their CPA to outsource it to a company like ours.
Interesting. So what's the biggest form of resistance do you find to sort of hiring companies like yours?
I would say probably the biggest objection are people who want to maintain control of their own information, and they feel that they just want to keep it in-house and to themselves and confidential. When you're working with a payroll company like BenefitMall, all of the information is encrypted. It's extremely confidential. We're very cognizant of that, and so the clients can really be rest assured that everything is handled in the strictest level of confidentiality.
Now, there are a lot of local payroll companies. What do you see your competitive advantages over local payroll companies?
Well, there are many. We're talking about a core product, which is a payroll service. However, a company like BenefitMall has things like human resource systems, time and attendance systems. We have a program for work comp. We use a pay card system today. There are many employees that are out there working who don't have checking accounts. So we actually have a system with debit cards that we give them so they can get paid. So rather than getting a live paycheck, they're getting a debit card. And so we're debiting their net pay into an account, and that's how they get their money. So these are the kinds of things that a small local company doesn't have.
If somebody, Paul, wanted to find you and at BenefitMall, how would they do that?
Well, they could contact me via my email, which is paul.bailey@benefitmall, that's one word, .com. Or they could contact me on my cell phone.